Oops, I was mute. Hi and welcome. Good evening, everyone, to my channel. Hi, pal. I'm Tian. Yep, it's delicious. Hi, Gopal. Vasudha. Hi, Uttam. Hi, Raghu. Good evening. I'm doing it early because it's like getting too hectic in the night. So I had some time tonight in the evening. So I'll be quick and hope we can utilize this time and can make some money tomorrow. Hi, Nicole. Hi, Mohan. Hi, Ashish. Good evening. Hi, MK. Hi, Raman. Good evening. Good evening. Hi, Dev. Hi, Nair. Hi, Zahir. So, guys, today I had the benefit, like I even posted this chart of Google as well as ES on Twitter as well as in my Telegram channel. And Google, like initially I entered and I had a struggle uh, with Google to figure out what's happening. So it was around 2180, 2190. And if you look at these normal candles, it's not giving you a clear idea what's happening. It's a 30-minute candle, right? But if you convert them into Heikin-Ishi, which is this was flat, and throughout the day it remained flat. So it never asked you to exit from the long position, and that's why I use 30 minutes and Heikin-Ishi when I'm looking to hold on to my position or want to extend. I did cut at a decent profit, but if I wanted, I could have hold more. The same thing is with ES. ES, I posted 3765. 3765 is this area, and the green line was 3780. At that time, 3765 was a 12 EMA. So once the 12 EMA broke up higher, it never looked back. Again, it has the same principle: flat base, flat base, flat base, flat base, flat base. Now this is where we closed. These are the last three candles are after hours. After hours, anything is possible. I'm not going to decline that, but as of now, it looks all right to me. It bounced off and it's making some W. So once we start at 7 o'clock, I'll go through each of them in detail. In between, let me run my scanner. Open high, JD open and low. Where is open here? I don't see open. 1 second, but I don't have open here in my watch list. Yeah. Now, open and high were same in JD and it got sold off. IBM open high same, it got sold off. So that's fine. And inside days, and I'll also be looking into inside months today. Costco. Costco, do I have Costco? No. Let me make Costco here. And I did post in the morning red regarding DDOG, regarding Amazon, Apple, Crowd, that you can go long in that and you can make money. Crowd that time was 182, made 89. DDOG was 104, made 110. Amazon, I asked you to buy 110 call, it made 113 something. So it's really, really good. XBI, I'll make a note of XBI. And you can hear me loud and clear. Can somebody confirm me if you can hear me loud and clear? Okay, thank you. And this is inside day, which is Costco, which is all right. Let me go for an inside week. Inside week, we have couple of tickers, UPST, UPS, Zoom. Let me make note of Zoom. Zoom is interesting. Walmart, no. W, no. The UPST, UL. Like we already have a position in AL, so UL is all right. And going into inside month, Zoom is inside month. Is it the same list? The many stocks which are inside month. CRM, Facebook, Microsoft, Netflix. So they are all inside month. CRM, inside month. Meta was inside month. Microsoft inside month. CRM and Netflix. Netflix also inside month. CRM inside month. QQQ is inside month. All right. I think that's enough of data for inside month. Yep, FTX did really well, but I tend to keep my stocks to limited 2 or 3 trades because then I unnecessarily jump into a boat of over trading and I always lose when I do over trading. But yes, I was watching FTX. It's in my watch list. It did really well today. Again, guys, it's my personal opinion. If you have confidence in your 1 or 2 trades, do them. Once you reach a profit, exit. Because most of the time when you try to over trade, once you do your goal, you end up losing. That's what happens with me. If I made like $1,000 in the day and I think, oh, it's my day, I'm going to make more money, I end up doing more and I even gave back what I have and lose from my own. Alrighty. So it's almost 7 o'clock and we have about 62 people watching. Thanks everyone who is joining tonight. So let me start with ES today. ES is, for me, it's, let me go back to normal candles. See, ES is trying to hold these 3 areas back to back. And in all the 3 areas, we have made a higher high. Not today, but almost higher high. 1, 2, 3. Lower, higher lows, not significantly, but yes. But if you want to see the close, yes, we definitely closed higher closes. So it shows that yes, there is some buying which is happening here. Now, whether that buying will reside or whether that buying will fade away, we don't know. But right now we are trying to capture the 12 EMA and we have 38.55 as our first target, 39.25 as our second target. There's nothing in between. Tomorrow we have FOMC minutes of meeting. I don't think so. They are going to talk about 75 basis points hike. They'll be talking about inflation and supply and demand issue. Now with crude, let me clean this. with crude coming down substantially in last two sessions, and it's kind of making a head and shoulder pattern for me. It's right here. It's head and shoulder for me in the crude. If we lose 99, I don't have any what you call uh, support until we come around 91, which is going to be really, really helpful. Now, in the long-term chart, this is going to be a bull flag. If you see right here, it's becoming a bull flag. So it's a make or break moment for crude. If it loses 99.83 on the closing basis, again on the closing basis, not in the intraday, this can ease off inflation. Second thing, this may be down because of the fears from recession. Because when there is no growth, there is less usage of refinery and refinery products. That could also be a reason. But we don't go by the news. We look at the technical level. The technical level is 99.83. Once we lose it, it's going to be terrible for the crude to hold on to those gains, which it had seen in the next in the last few months. Now, be cautious of that. And if it goes down, bond yields are already down, expecting a fear of recession. Both the negatives will act as positive for the tech. And that what happened today. If you look at my watch list, let me clean this. If I go to my indexes, you see Dow Jones is down 0.5%. ES was up around 1%, or let me say SPX was up flat, and NDX, which was NQ, was low from 11,300 all the way to 11,800. So it shows that yes, tech buyers are coming back. In the last 2 quarters, tech has seen substantial outflow. The fund managers who were holding to buy tech, finally they're coming to buy. If you look at Amazon, Apple, every time they go to a range of 104 to 105, there's substantial buying coming in Amazon. Same thing is for Apple. Apple goes to 130, 135, there's buying. Google goes to 2115, 2130, absolutely some buying which is coming. Tesla goes to 650, there is buying. So now fund managers have potential cash because they did not invest in tech in last 2 quarters, looking at all the Fed related events and the interest rate hikes. Now, how much more they can go? I don't know. We'll go step by step. As of now, I see we are going to hit 3920 with a very high potential as compared to losing this 3800 area. So I am bullish, and I was bullish since morning, and I posted that. Again, like I have a full-time job, so I cannot be available throughout the day. But whenever I post something, I look at it and I try to share. Answering to that in a live day is pretty difficult for me. So try to use the information which I share, validate it, and then trade it. Do not blindly follow what I say. Validate everything which I say on the charts. I don't want you to go into any Twitter account or any news channel. Simply go to the chart, make the candles, and see does that make sense to you or not. See, Joy, you need to figure out why you went with puts. That's the first thing you need to figure out. If you find that what was a rationale behind your going towards the puts, most likely you will have an answer. And that's the problem with all of us. Even I had that problem. Sometimes we feel that, yes, it's going to go up. It goes up, and then we think, oh, it has gone enough. Let me buy a contra rate. Let me go into a put. And that's what kills us. So we need to be very careful when we are trading. So coming back to ES, ES now has a substantial support of 38.35. And honestly, I wanted to go above 38.35 and keep this as a stop loss. I want to go above 38.55 and keep 38.34, which is my 12 EMA as my stop loss. So if it crosses 38.55, it has potential for 3900 and 39.25. So 38.95 and 39.25. I am going high with 70% on ES, and it's bouncing off from here. And it's also like not a perfect world, but if you try to see this, it's also trying to make a W. So once it reaches here, this will come in line here and will have a good break towards 4,000. 4,000 is a 23.6 Fibonacci area. And once you reach there, is the trend line, is the Fibonacci. So in the next 2 days, if my estimates are right, we could hit 4,009 or this week, because the trend line and the Fibonacci levels are lying in sync. So my W making. Now, if I lose this area, what happens? Now, in the last few days, we have found good support at 3780, which is open 3780. So 3780 is like people who want to short, you can short below 3834. Stop loss is 3855. Target is 3780, 3744. There's a very tight range on ES on that side. Then I also want to do triple Q and NQ today. NQ, you see, it's setting up for inverted head and shoulders. Or if you want to treat it like W, it's setting up. This is the long-term resistance line, which it has been finding issues every time it comes here. Either there's an evening star right here, that was fun, that was second, and now if we lose this, it's gonna be nasty. So if we break out, we have this potential, almost 1,000 points on NASDAQ. So very high potential. I'm not going to put this into my sheet, but I wanted to cover NASDAQ. That NASDAQ is also setting up a W pattern, which is a bullish pattern. And if we break above 12,050, which is the 34 EMA, we have a good potential to go higher. If we lose this 12 EMA right here, it will become an evening star, and that's really bad. So that's what I wanted to cover in my analysis. Stop loss, if you're trying to long NQ, stop loss is 11,750. Let me add that. Buy above this today's high, which is 1120. Buy above 11,825. Stop loss is 11,750. Target is 12,054, 12,050. And then this high is 12,260. 70% potential here. Now on the short side, sell below 11,750. That's the 12 EMA. Then you come at 11,600. And then today's low, 11,389 or 11,400. I usually don't cover NQ, but people use these numbers, so I just added them. All right. That's NQ. Triple Q. Triple Q. Again, you see the importance of these resistance lines. It bounced right from this blue line, closed right on this red line. The same thing which was with NQ. Now 285 is an important area. 285 to 293. Once you break 293, you have opening towards 305. So again, I'm bullish. Buy about 285.50. 285.50 is my stop loss. I want to buy above this red line. So today is high, 287. So I want to buy about 287.25. See, whenever we try to buy above today's high, it means that there is some buying opportunity or buying demand above the today's high area, which shows some bullish area. Usually, if it comes to the same price and goes down, it means that yes, the demand is not that much credible. But if it makes new highs and stays over there, yes, it makes some really good demand. Plus, it's an inside month. So first area is 290. The second area is 293.60. And I'm 70% bullish here. And it's also an inside month. So on the inside month, if we break above, it's going to be very, very big. Let me convert this into inside month. It's inside month. We are at the bottom of the month range, 278, and we have an opportunity towards 314. So it's going to be really, really good. 285.50, 290, 294.50. And I'm bullish right now. And on the short, if we lose 284, target is like 278 we did today also. So this stays like that, exactly the same. Now comes to the individual stocks. Apple, I've been recommending that 137 is a really, really important area. Once you break 137, you should see a higher traction towards 145, 142. Today, we see a good move in Apple, 141.66, close to my first target. Now from here, we should see 145, 146 area. So I'm bullish here. 141 was my target. My next target is 142.40 and 145.60. Now 137 is extremely, extremely good support area. Do not ignore that. If we lose Apple and this price area, it's going to be really bad. So now 12 EMA, which is 138.84, is my stop loss. See, I only use 1234 EMA or Fibonacci as my stop loss area so that it's easier to track them. Now buy, if it comes down, I would to buy in this range, 140 to 141. And You see, in some cases, I'm mentioning above, below. In some cases, I mentioned near. So make sure you understand that. Above means that yes, the price has to go above and sustain. Near means that if it comes in that range, it's a good opportunity to buy. And the same equation persists. If we lose 137.5 and ES is less than 3805, go and short it. Loss of 3805 will be really, really bad. AMD, AMD is neutral. It has bounced one more time from this long-term trend line, and it's a bullish engulfing for today. So it can fall to 71. It did 71 today. Now I'm gonna remove this because it's not applicable anymore. But this is bullish engulfing. Like both AMD and Nvidia, we had targets and they did those targets today. Now, when we do the bullish engulfing, it means we covered the entire body. So the base, the close here, 73.70 is our stop loss. Let's make 73.50, and we need to buy above 75.25. Again, I want to buy it above the high price. My targets are first the close of this, and there is a very minute gap. Let's fill the gap and close is 76.50 and 79.50. I'm going to get it only 60% because chip stocks are in negative trend as of now. QCOM, guys, I will answer your questions once I'm done. Same thing is for QCOM. QCOM took bounce of this Fibonacci base level where it has found the support, did a bullish engulfing, had a lower low, lower high, but if you look at the body covered the entire body of the yesterday's candle. So it's bullish in by nature, and this should act as a good support loss. The close of the previous body, which is 123.50. The very first thing you need to find a trade is find a stop loss. In this case, it covered the entire body, so 123.50, which is the previous day close, and also the half of this candle is a good stop loss. Where should I buy? I should buy above today's high, 126. What's my target? 12 EMA, which is 127 or 131. 127, 15, and 131, 35. It's also a bullish engulfing, and both have tested the support. Tested the support. And when you test the support, you should test the resistance. That's a very simple logic. Amazon bullish. I'm going to neutralize QCOM. Amazon bullish, and it came again to 104, 107 area. Even today, it came into that region, almost hit the targets. This shows that there is some specific demand in Apple, not Apple, Amazon. It for the last 3 days, it's making higher highs, higher lows, which is really good, bullish. 3 days, higher high, higher lows, and it is relatively strong. All it needs to do is it needs to break 114.40. If it does, 121 is in the cards. So I want to buy now above 140.50, which is 34 EMA. 34 EMA has been a trouble for Amazon, but if we break out above this, I have 119 target and 121.80. 119, 121, 890. I'm going to give it 70%. If it breaks above this, my stop loss will be my 12 EMA 110, or you can keep 113.50. If it crosses above 113.50 is a good stop loss. I'm not going to miss this trade. If it comes to 104, 107, once again, I'm going to buy it. It's a buy on dip. BA is consolidating in a very good bull flag. If I start from 113, it went here, and now that's one. If you connect them, and because I'm drawing it manually, so it's not coming up, but it's coming to a very good range. 12 and 34 are diverging towards each other. And once we do that, it's going to break out. And if it does, you will see a very good move. You can clearly see it's making a very good bull flag. 137.50, it's holding into this area. One time it went and almost hit 147. And by the time you will realize BA is such a stock, once it start running, it will run. Because Dow has to move up, so BA will contribute to that. Again, I'm very bullish on BA. It's a bull flag. Now, let me just check the values for 34 EMA. 138.12. My sheet 138.12. Yep, exactly same thing. There's no change in BA. It's a bull flag. Extreme consolidation. And these are the consolidation we have seen in Costco, we have seen in LMT, we have seen in Lulu, and they give up you big moves like 10-20% moves in next few days. So keep an eye on BA. I'm gonna make it in blue color because this is my favorite setup for now. And whenever you have consolidation in a range and the moves comes out, that moves is really big. Baba, look at Baba. Baba was consolidating, and finally, after many days, it's a bullish candle. It is able to close at the highest level. Intraday, it must have crossed previously, but this is the first time it is able to close above 120, and that's bullish. I have made some positions in Baba, and if you see, it has come to the same level right here. It's a perfect W right here. It's ready for a breakout. You may see 140 in Baba in next week or so. I'll not be surprised because this is coming to an area 127 breaks and boom, it will not stop. I'm going to add Baba, my stop loss or buy and buy here. My stop loss is 117.50. I would buy about today's high 121.50. And I am a little positive on the Chinese stocks for now. Target is 127. If we cross 127.60 or 69, 140 is my area. And I'm telling you, if you want, you can note it. You will see 140 on Baba. Maybe in today, tomorrow, you will also start to see the calls for 114 Baba. I have not checked it. Let me just check if we have any calls, Baba. Yeah, you see 715, 140 calls are coming. 40 cents, 40 cents, and started 321. And by the time it closed, it was almost 50% up, 62. And yep, I think it's going to give you a good move, Baba. Baba, Baidu, SC, any Chinese stocks you want to pick it up, you can pick it up. But again, keep mind of all the levels. CRM we did today at 165, 166. We exited early, but fine. It's kind of morning star for me. Came down. Morning star, morning star. Yep, it's a morning star CRM. So it's positive. Inside month is irrelevant for now because it's such a big range. And I want to buy above 173 now, which is my 34 EMA. My stop loss will be my 12 EMA 171.40. My targets. Now let me make some targets here and Fibonacci. I see 180 and 188. So I'm gonna go for 180 for now. 180. Baba, I'm also giving 70%. Like Baba and BA both are in this range. My prime movers. I'm extremely bullish on Baba. D-Dog, I mentioned today, buy around 104. It did almost 110. Yeah, it crossed 104 and boom, it never looked back. Again, it's coming to an area where it has seen some resistance, a break here, and it's going to be massive move up towards 115, 125 area. So D-Dog is extremely bullish. Stop loss 104. Target is 115, 14.5. Next target is 125. It break out 1235 both Fibonacci gain. So it regained 38.2 Fib 1234 as well. So it's good. Where should I buy? I should buy this 107, 108. But it gives opportunity to enter 106 to 108. If it comes in this area, I'll be a buyer. Same thing for Crowd. In the last few days, it has moved incredibly well. Tested 186. I was looking to add at 182, 83 area, which was above this price. So it did that. Now it's a 50% retracement. The trend has changed for uh, Crowd. 12 EMA is leading forward with the 34 EMA, meaning it's a near time strength in it. Now I would love to add Crowd with 184. 184 is my stop loss. It did 186. Buy near 186, 187. My targets are 199. And it's a regain, not regain. Come on. 12 EMA leaving 34 EMA 50% fib captions. Move to 61.8. Google, as I showed you in the beginning, I use Haikinishi, bang to the 34 EMA, it stopped right there. Now, it's going to break out from here, expecting a good move towards its split, which is happening on 718, not on 715. Many people are confused. 718 is the date when the split will actually happen. You could see a good move towards that area. Buy about 2265. $22.65. Stop loss is 12 EMA 22.32. Target 22.95. 23.60. And there's no sell on Google now. Then we have Meta. Meta has a morning star, a clean morning star. I wanted to add Meta, but somehow I had Google, so I thought no need to add. But it was a good setup. Meta broke out 12 EMA, and now 165.50 is the stop loss. Again, same thing. Buy above today's high, 168.25. If it goes above, we'll enter. If it doesn't, it's all right. 170.89. 171. Next one is 176.75. So good setup. Same thing, Microsoft was doing good today. All these had good, like they closed above the 12 EMA and 34 EMA both, which is positive. Buy over 263, which is important Fibonacci level, and look for 269. It's been long for Microsoft consolidating in this area. So if it goes over 263, I think you won't even require a stop loss. 259, which is the 12 EMA. 269. See, I'm telling you, if we break out about 12,000 on NQ, we have a potential to see 12,960. That's 1,000 point. That's 5% move. 5% move that stocks can have some substantial move. Then we have Netflix. Netflix regained that. Let me add some Netflix levels as well. So 183 is a good stop loss now. Buy above 186. Target 192.95. 195.60. I'm not even talking about negatives because I think we have come to a point where we should go higher for now. Again, the trend is not changed. Trend will change if we retest 4,000 now and break above or below it. So we are in oversold territory. We might see some bounce in the tech. And again, I'm not bullish in the trend. I'm bullish for the next day. Nvidia did 141 bang on, and that's NVIDIA. Hit 141, did a bullish engulfing, now closed right on the top. Again, I'm neutralizing it. Stop loss is the body's close, which is 145. Buy above 150. Stop loss is higher, but target is 156, 158. Roku almost did 70, 80 area and broke out 80 and above. And Roku is really, really good. And it's kind of making inverted head and shoulders as well. Not a clean one, but it's in the making. A little bit like 98 and boom, it can hit almost 114. So I'm bullish on Roku. 88.50 is my stop loss. Positive. Buy above 91. So I would say buy near because 91, 92. Target is 98. A break above 98 will be really, really good on Roku. Tesla last is Tesla. Then I'll address your questions. Tesla is dodgy and a bullish. Like from a business point of view, Tesla is not doing great, but technically it's showing some strength. It's a bullish candle. It's 686. So if we go above 702, stop loss is 695. Target is 726, 733. And on the short side, if we lose a 12 EMA, I will not short. I will short below 686 only. My stop loss is 695. Even today, like it went on to make 650. So 650 is a good support area. Now the zone between 695 or 686 to 702 is non-tradable zone. Avoid that. Now let's come to a couple of additional stocks. We have Costco. Let me see if I have to add some. Costco, I don't want to do it. I want to pick up Zoom. Let me read your comments and let me share the Zoom link if anyone is interested. If you have questions, come to it. If not, then it's a choice. Can you explain the rationale behind a Google call? The rationale, I explained that it went about 2192. I posted the chart and I showed that the flat base in Haikinishi are persisting, and throughout the day it persists. Fakir Baba, FOMC minutes are at 2 o'clock and we have almost 3/4 of a day of trading before that. So if we get opportunity, yes. If we do not get an opportunity, no. There's no rush. Come on. I've shared the Zoom link. If anyone's interested, you can come. I'm going to add XPI. Let's see what is XPI, how it is behaving. XPI is a biotech ticker. I need to draw some levels on this before I give my comment. So I'm going to take a 5-year time window, 174 all the way here. And let me do a retracement right from here. Added property regression. 6178. And then we have 9916. I like to be precise, but if you want to have a rough idea, it works. So XPI has finally changed the trend. It's 80. It has potential to go to 85. And the long-term trend will only change once it breaks 91. Otherwise, it's still in the same. So 91 is something which needs to be break. AMD target. Oh, it should be 79.5. Thank you, Shri. So I don't know who asked about XPI. Mr. Surgery. It needs to break above 91. This is red channel. If it does, then it will be long-term bullish. Not as of now. I did answer that. For above, you look for 30-minute candle to cross. Yes, I prefer 30-minute candle to cross. Okay, there's not enough questions. So I'll add one. Again, Mr. Surgery, I do not track this. So I do not have a fundamental idea behind that. But it's a double bottom for now, 6178, and it bounced. The trend is showing some strength, but COVID is gone. So if you're relying on the COVID gains or something, I think they may not happen again. You may need to find something else as a catalyst for the biotech ETF to grow substantially. Now I had two more tickers. Zoom had some really good numbers and it's a good inverted head and shoulders. It's ready for a break. I need to make some levels on this. I'm going to start from here and make a retracement. Fix it. 127.37. And the low is 79.03. And guys, if you have question, you can raise your hand on the Zoom call. I'll try to address your questions. So Zoom has broken up after a good inverted head and shoulders. So Zoom is just posting it so I do not happen. Inverted H8S. Stop loss is 117. I want to buy above today's high 120.75 or 121. Target is 127.30. It's inside week as well. Then UPST, Affirm, they did show some move today, but I don't trust them. So I'm going to ignore it. UAL, I will include because the crude is going down and can have. Nicole, $45 billion is something they have to uh, take out from the market. And can you show me the link on the Federal Reserve data where they are not doing the tightening? Because if they are not doing the tightening via selling of assets, they must be doing it by maturing the bonds. It's one way or another, they have to get back $45 billion. Sindhu, I've explained that again and again, that there is a real investment demand. Like every month from your salary, you invest into your 401k. That money is there. There are investors who are sitting on cash and want to invest. So that demand is the real demand. Now, when Fed used to come, that was a fake demand which was created by the Fed. Now, real demand never goes. It may come down, but with the Fed demand, that real demand and Fed demand created a very big demand, and that's why we had one-sided rallies all the time. And it was by the dip market, because every time the market goes down, there was Fed money behind the scenes, which was pushing it higher. Now, if the new demand or the real demand is more than $45 billion or more than $100 billion in the month, market is going to go higher from there. It's just that it needs to offset that $45 billion, and that's it. Long-term puts. Again, Siddesh, I do not believe in long-term. I prefer, if you want to take long-term puts, wait for 3740 to break down. If it doesn't, then wait for 4009. If it fails from there, then buy the long-term puts. Otherwise, I don't want to jump on them. UAL, I do want to include UAL because crude prices, I'm keeping it neutral for now. Crude prices have come down and they are going to be really good. Again, you see it tested 12 EMA and got rejected. So I want to buy about 27, 37, 25. My stop loss is 36. My target is 40. Crude. All right. I think I'm pretty much done. Anyone has any questions? People on the call? Okay. I'm going to post this information on Twitter. If you like my content, if you like the way I explain, please share it on Twitter as well as on Google. Let more and more people take useful information and make good money. Thank you very much. Have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.